Hello guys, welcome back to another lovely trading video. In this one we're going to be doing some in-depth stock analysis on Tesla, ticker TSLA. Reason for this is that we saw on, I think it was Saturday or Sunday, Elon Musk tweeted should he sell 10% of his Tesla stake, and the vote was yes. So more likely than not, people are just locking in profits because they know if Elon Musk is looking to close out 10% of his stake, the price is going to decrease off that anyway. So we're just getting the initial reaction, which you would expect to see on this Monday. So this does also line up. So you will see that we are did come into that third deviation on the 4-hour and the daily. It's not really a coincidence. You usually get some kind of either that's fundamental or technical kind of reason for a stock to pull back when it comes into these third deviations. But as always, we will go over the same analysis process because it doesn't really make a difference on what's happening. We still look for the same exact standout features. So the first thing we look for is there any gaps that need to be filled? And yes, you have some kind of down here or whatever, but we only like the ones that stand out very clearly. So for example, this 912, I think it's more closer to dead on 912. Kind of this move down here, when we fill this gap, we would expect to see a bounce. So that's one area, or kind of the key area that we'll be looking for. And I guess the other one that we can be looking for is $1,221. So depending on which way we go, we can have a target through a gap fill. Now we'll go into standard deviations, and we can start using this to see where can we use price targets, and if you're looking to get short, what are the levels to be doing it? If you're looking to get long, what are the levels again to be doing it? So lining up with the gap fill is our third deviation on the 4-hour, so we don't really need to replot anything there. And then a bit below we got the third deviation on the daily, and again we'll plot them going all the way down to kind of the first deviation because those are the key ones for the time being. So for right now, these are the key areas that we'll be looking for. So now if we go over to the kind of daily chart, what we can then see from this is we came into the short area for the kind of previous 5 days. All of those would have been good short opportunities, and I do think it was posted in the Discord, if that's what you're in, to say Tesla is at a low risk short area. But yeah, it's coming to that level, did provide a good short. It's still at a relatively low risk to be shorting, but we prefer to get in at the significant level just to maximize returns. So yeah, we're currently putting back. What we would expect now to see is a push down to 1,100 to kind of a low of 1,075. Doesn't mean it won't continue lower, but this is the first kind of area of support we would expect to see come in. And then this will be the decider whether Tesla will continue to an all-time high or if it's going to pull back for at least the near future. So yeah, we'll come down into this level. We will more likely than not get a bounce into this level. We would look for a bounce to say at least $1,150, but that will kind of be that key level. But we can actually see where a half deviation would be. Okay, 1,140/1,160. So that would kind of be our target on this. The bounce into here, we would expect to see the pullback about round to this level here. Now, if it can break through here and retest this high, then we will most likely continue onto an all-time high. What could also happen is that we come into this level, bounce, retest, and then when you retest, you're more likely than not going to fail it. So we would expect it to fade down, come down to probably around that $1,000 mark, probably pull back, retest this 1,075, and again most likely continue down further. And then we would most likely look for it to continue down to at least kind of this 912 area, get that gap fill, and then from there we would probably have to have a new analysis video because by then the deviations would have moved. We can see if there's any news on what Elon Musk is going to be doing because that will probably have some effect on the stock. So it's more of a thing. That's all we can really plan out for the time being, and this could happen this week or within the month. Don't see it taking any longer than that. But yeah, once we kind of come into this 912 level, which is kind of the target we would have for the time being, then we would release a new analysis video and then see where we would expect to go from there. Now, if you are holding short, obviously 912 would kind of be that area where we would finally be looking to lock in profits as kind of the final move. But if you are looking for a longer term short, then you can kind of push down to 850, 812, and if you're looking for a very extreme short, all the way down to kind of 725 to 680. The reason I personally won't be looking for a move that low is for two key reasons. Firstly, deviations are trending upwards. So when you see that, stocks tend to keep to their trend. So if Tesla's trending up, we want to be locking in at areas where it most likely will get, even if it's going to continue its uptrend, so we can get to those levels nice and quickly. And that's why kind of that 975 to kind of 912 is kind of our key level to be locking in profits, for the main reason being it's the first deviation. So you could see it kind of coming into this level, maybe drop down to the 850 to 810 coming statistical mean, and then if it's going to continue its uptrend and push back up, this is most likely the level it will do it at, and we would expect it to get there a lot quicker. If you're waiting for it to come down to 725 to 680, even if that's going to happen, it will most likely take a long time. So depending on your time frame of your trade, it would depend on if you would wait to kind of hold that long. But if you are holding normal equities, especially a stock like Tesla, I don't really like holding short, so it's something I tend to look to get in and out relatively quick. And for something like this, I probably won't even hold to the 975, but instead hold for the move down to 1100, and then maybe do a reshort as it breaks through, retest, and then get the new short down to 975 with a stop kind of above that at around probably $1,120. So that's kind of my oversight on Tesla, what I can see happening with that. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you see you in the next one, and that's it. Peace.